Okay, so it's so funny that Ben was talking about religion, because that's what I grew up in, is a lot of religion. I thought you had to do, right? And so I am going to just take you back to a time in my life when I was living in the world, but I still loved God. I mean, I prayed to him when I needed him, but I was not, So here's some definitions that I want to tell you. And I might botch the words, so I'm sorry. Meteoric, rapid, lightning, swift, fast, dazzling, brilliant, astronomic, extremely large, exceedingly great, enormous, titanic, exceptional strength, size, power, huge, great, enormous, massive, verdict, judgment, ruling, finding, conclusion. Okay, so now I'm going to read this verse to you now that you have that in your head. God's love is meteoric. His loyalty is astronomic. His purpose is titanic. His verdict's oceanic. Yet in his largeness, nothing gets lost. Not a man, not a mouse slips through the cracks. How exquisite your love is, oh God. How eager we are to run under your wings, to eat our fill at the banquet you spread, as you fill our tankards with Eden spring water, your fountain of cascading light, and you open your eyes to light. Okay, so isn't that amazing? Right? When you really understand the definitions of the things that are in the Word, then you can really grasp who God is. So I'm going to take you, I'm 22 years old, working in a bar, and I was really, really sick for like a week. And the bar that I worked at, I lived in a little college town, and so I waited on this group of kids, freshmen in college, every day, right? And they came in, and their tab was not very much every night, and I did not know that they were Christians. And I had bronchitis. I had been in the doctor every night trying to get medicine. I didn't have health insurance, and so my bill started to raise up and up and up. But I still had to go to work, and I still had to show up, and I still had to go to school, and I still had to coach volleyball. So I didn't have time to rest. I was just doing life. And I didn't have time to party that week because I didn't feel good. So this group of kids on Thursday night was the night that they had, somebody, like for Christian college kids. What's that called? Young Life. Thank you. Yeah, Young Life. They had Young Life that night, and we always hosted it, and they had it out on our covered patio. And these kids weren't in there, and I walked up and I said, "Hey, you guys, everybody's out on the patio. Are you going to go out there with them?" They said, "No, we want to sit with you." I'm like, "Are you sure all your friends are out there?" "No, we really want to sit with you." "Okay, what can I get for you?" Their tab was $7 that night because they got dollar pizzas and they all had water. And there was like 8 of them. And they're asking me, they're like, "Why are you here?" I said, I have to work. I have bills. Like, I've been to the doctor every day. I've got doctor bills. I have to work. They said, "Oh my gosh, you don't sound good." I'm like, "I know, but it's okay. It's fine." So they see I have a whole restaurant waiting on everyone, and they leave. They had taken off, and I'm like, "They didn't pay their bill." "Okay, fine, whatever, it's fine." And they come back, and they have on a napkin, "This is how much God said to leave you." It was $650. So that paid all of my medical bills for the week. It was exactly how much I needed by the end of the night after all of my, after everything was checked out. I think I had made like $750 that night, $800, just that night, right? And so I am here, a living testimony that God does not care if you are doing.
Amen.
He chases you. His relentless love chases after you. Just like it says, right? Titanic. I loved God. My heart loved God. I prayed to him. I just didn't know how to have a relationship with him. I had never been in a church that I was like, that I knew even how to pray. But I loved him. And it didn't matter what I was doing in life. He still loved me. He still chased after me. And he still blessed me, even though I was not doing his work, right? So you're showing up here today for church. And maybe you are where I was, and you're like partying, and you partied last night, and you kind of smell like alcohol, but you're here, right? Or you're over here, and you're doing life, and you're a mom, and you're serving God, or you're a dad, and you're serving God, you're a business owner, and you're over here, and you're like, gosh, I just keep doing. Stop doing. God doesn't care. He doesn't care what you do during the week. He doesn't care the services that you're doing. He cares about your heart. And if your heart is to love God and to honor God, then the word says that he's going to relentlessly chase after you. And so we give to God 10%, right? So $5, if you made $50 this week, that's not very much. If you made $2,000, $200, it's like groceries. So that's a step of faith, right? But I promise you that $200 that you honor God with, he's going to relentlessly chase after you.
Amen.
So as you go throughout your week, just remember that God's heart is to bless you, and that he doesn't care where you're at. He's going to meet you where you're at. And so if you are in a place of where I was when I was 22 years old and I was partying and I wasn't living the Christian life, or if you're where I am today and believing God and a single mom and just trusting God for every single breath that you take,